What's up, guys? Maniac here, and today I'm bringing you my first console-based game review, and this is on the game Red Dead Redemption. I have it for the PS3, but it should be exactly the same for the Xbox 360. So anything I say about this game could transfer over to that one as well. Um, let's see. So the setting of this game is it's an RPG. It's a sandbox game. It's like the games where you have endless opportunities. You're just in a world. You can do whatever you want. And this is set in the Wild West. You play as a character named John Marston. He's a former outlaw, and he is determined to change his life and become a better person. His family has been kidnapped, and all of your missions they're just small goals leading up to the big picture, which is to save his family. Now that's a pretty basic plot, but there's a lot more things inside of it, and that's why it's an amazing game. So I'm gonna go through the pros and the cons. First, I'm gonna go through the pros, then I'm gonna go through the cons, and then I'm gonna go through my recommendations. So some pros of the games are there's an enormous amount of levels. It's there's just plenty. You will not get bored. It'll last you at least 18, maybe 20 hours, 25 for those that aren't as good. The storyline's great. It's got a great plot. It's very immersive, and you feel like you're part of this world and you're part of John Marston. Um, I love the ability to free roam after games. Like after you beat the story mode, you can continue on and do whatever you feel like, and that's good because I played games that don't let you do that, and that really annoys me. It's like you can't get the full money back that you paid for it because it just stops you right after the story mode. Uh, the controls, they're very easy. They are different than some other games, but it's okay. It's not like they're hard to use. You just have to get used to them if you're changing over from, say, Call of Duty, because the shoot button is not R1, it is R2, and you just have to get used to that. The voice acting in this game is great, and the words they choose, like the phrases they say, they make sense. They go with the characters. They each have their own personality, and overall, it's great voice acting, which also goes along with the great graphics. They are smooth. They are nice. The colors are perfect, and it is just overall great. Let's see, the ending mission. I love that mission. It is great. It's touching. I kind of got sad at the end. Not gonna lie, you'll find out why. I don't want to spoil it for you guys. And It's very climatic, and you'll love it. Trust me, you'll enjoy the ending. There are a ton of side missions. You will not get bored with those. You can go play those forever. That'll take hours and hours, and you can just have fun with that. And in case you get bored of the main story mode or you've already beaten it, you do have the choice in this game to be good or bad. I chose to be good just because of the effects that the law enforcements don't chase me around as much, but you can be bad. Each side has a benefit, and each side has its downfalls. The map is very big. There's a lot to explore and plenty of different things to do. Let's see. You can they when they made the level, although it is a big map, there's plenty of things to do. They always have details. They have plenty of wildlife like animals. They have trains. They have random events, so you could say save a girl from being robbed, or catch a horse robber, or kill people who are trying to kill other people. Missions like just random things like that, and you can earn money for those and whatever. Colors and textures, they are very realistic. They're nice, they're crisp, and they're great. There's a little bit of a con about this, which I'll get to in the con section. The animations are realistic. They're not canned, so they're not repeating the exact same animation over and over. There's multiple different types of animations for the same action, and that is good, so it's not always the same exact thing. So it doesn't look very boring and laid out like it's planned or something. They do have online, and it's decent. Now, if you're going from Call of Duty to this, and you enjoy that kind of game, like capture the flag there, then capture the flag in this game is going to be much different, so you probably won't like that. I know I didn't, but what I did like was the free roam. And in this free roam, you're allowed to play with up to 16 other people online, and you just go around exploring the world and doing whatever you please. And it's really entertaining. You get to level up, you earn different people, characters, and horses, and all this good stuff, and it's really fun, and it can keep you playing for a very long time. Uh, the last pro is this is a very different game. Not many games are set in the Wild West, at least not many successful ones. And I like when games try to do new things and try and make an original game instead of just redoing what everybody else is doing, like most first-person shooters do. Now let's get to the cons of this game. There are not nearly as many cons as there were pros because this is a great game. But I'm going to go through the list. So, the size of the map, it is huge, and it can get bothersome to me. For me, I thought it was getting annoying because if you're looking for, say, a certain type of horse, and you have to search through the entire map, that is a lot of land to cover, and that can get annoying. Although you could just look up on the internet, and you can find exactly where they would be, like the location, the general area, and that would help get rid of this problem a bit. Some missions feel just very tedious and annoying when you have to drive down a long dirt path for like 5 minutes and you just keep going. You can't just skip to the destination. Some missions you can skip to the destination, but not all of them. Like the ones when you actually have to drive the horse. And although they try to accompany it with dialogue from your passenger or someone around you, it can still get it annoying because sometimes you just don't care what that person has to say, because sometimes they might be, say, a very, very minor character that you don't even want to hear them talk at all. A couple times there are a few bugs, like I had this game freeze on me once or twice. Not very big deal because it didn't happen too much, but just like while it was loading, it stopped. It just kept loading forever, and I had to turn off my PlayStation. On a very rare occasion, this almost never happens, but I saw it about as many times as it froze, like once or twice. When you're moving fast, the graphics engine, it doesn't load as quickly as you're moving just in certain places. I don't know why. And it makes the textures on, like, say, the mountains or something seem clay-like, and they're unnatural. Like, it's over-smoothed, and it just doesn't look real. I found one thing about riding the horses is they are very sensitive to everything you do. When I tried to turn around a horse, it was annoying because it took some practice, and once you finally get used to it, you figure out how to do it. And I'll tell you right now, you have to hold backwards and push right or left or whatever. But that's how you turn around perfectly, but that got annoying. And sometimes when you're just riding next to a fence, you don't want to jump it. It'll jump it for you, and then you have to jump back, and it's just bothersome. Not too much of a big deal, though. The auto-aim this game, it does auto-aim on your characters. I'm pretty sure you can change that in the options to make it like free aim, which is good if someone wants more of a challenge, which is actually what this is in the con section, because the auto aim takes away from a lot of the challenge, and it feels like instead of ducking behind barrels like you normally would in real life, you can just run down straight down the middle and click the aim button and just click shooting, and you'll get perfect shots, and you'll hit him in the head or whatever every single time. The online play, it doesn't leave me with much to come back to. Like, if I had friends, I would enjoy the free roam a lot more, because then I could talk to them about things that we actually like to talk about, and I know these people, and then it would be really fun to level up. But I don't have many friends that have this game. I actually only have one, and I'm borrowing it from him, so it's kind of impossible to play it with him. And the other ones, like the Capture the Flag, Team Deathmatch, Free for All, stuff like that, they just don't suit my style of online gaming, because I'm into Call of Duty and stuff like that. They might fit you. They're decent. They're not terrible. They're just not for me. So we'll go back to the recommendations. This obviously is recommended to anyone that is into Grand Theft Auto. It is very similar, has a lot of similar layouts, but it's not exactly the same. It's not just revamped Grand Theft Auto with different settings and different cars that looks like horses, obviously, because there's horses in this game instead of cars. And Yeah, anyone who enjoys that. And also, I forgot to mention this in the cons. A lot of the horses, I can't tell which one's better. So that's annoying because, like, in Grand Theft Auto, you could see the cars, you could see which ones look sporty or whatever. And the horses, all they do, there's two different types. There's a scrawny horse, and then there's a normal horse that's healthy. And the only difference between the different types of healthy horses is the color. And I don't know where you find out which color is better. Okay, and one more recommendation is anybody such as me who enjoys buying games that they know they can play for almost an infinite amount of time so they can get their money's worth out of it. This is definitely the game for you. You can play it over. You can just keep running through free roam, doing whatever you want, and even if just getting 100% for your first time, that will take hours and hours and plenty of time. So you will definitely get your money's worth, and it is definitely worth the money. I enjoyed this game, and I hope you guys do too. And one thing I wanted to add for all those subscribed to me, I know I said a while ago I was going to do a Let's Play on LA Noire, and I was going to put that on my gaming channel. I changed my mind. I decided, like, what's the point of putting that on another channel when I don't have very many subscribers in the first place? So what I'm going to do is post my gaming videos to this channel from now on. And if I get a big enough subscriber base just for that, and they feel that I should separate it from this channel, then I will do so. But until then, I will just post them periodically in this channel. Not as frequently as I'll be posting the unboxings and the reviews and stuff, but just every once in a while, I'll post gaming videos and see what kind of responses I get from that. So that was my review on Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption. I hope it's helped all you guys struggling with the decision of whether or not to buy it. And I'll see you guys in the next review.